So, we're leaving the First Baptist Church parking lot, headed towards Dr. Shane's office here at the intersection. Seen a lot of damage so far, of course, but we're just going to see what we see down here, because I'm told that once you get near the Methodist Church, it gets really bad, where the storm actually crossed over the cemetery and along the way to Hills Food Center. It's pretty bad from what I understand, so we'll see what we're dealing with here in just a minute. Hopefully we don't run into any issues with traffic or anything. I've been told that we should be able to get through without a problem. So, hang our left. And just look and see what we're dealing with here. To the right, we have the Methodist Church. Their sign has some damage, some windows blown out. The front has been torn out, the stained glass has been blown in. Look over here to the left. This is as you come around the ridge, just past the cemetery, and wow, the video really speaks for itself. Anybody who's familiar with the area knows what we're looking at here. These used to be apartments right here. They're completely gone. My stars. We'll see if we can get as far as Hills. There's somebody getting out of their car in front of me. So, okay, continuing on. I mean, it looks like everything from above, one floor high, is just gone. Street numbers painted on the houses. Wow. There's only so much you can do to prepare to see something like this, and this is worse than I could have possibly imagined. There's not a single structure standing that I can see from this point. Wow. Look off to the right here. That's looking towards the Highland Forest area. You can see clearly all the way through there. There's nothing even blocking the view anymore. No houses, no trees, no anything. Unbelievable. Look at this sheet metal wrapped around this tree up here. Just bent around it like a piece of paper or around a pencil. I mean, there's not really much you can say. I just can't get over it. Now, there wasn't that many houses to the left side of the road here, but over here, heavily populated area. I apologize for the shaky cell phone video, but this is the best I have with what I have here. Look at this tree uprooted over here. That root base has to be about 10 feet or more tall, just completely uprooted. We're getting up now to where Hills is. I'm interested to see what we see here. Because, of course, on Facebook you hear everything from it's completely gone to it's somewhat damaged to it's okay, and you're just really not sure. Well, Hills looks to be standing for the most part. It looks like there's debris that's been rained down on the top of it, but it looks like the building in itself is held together fine. It looks like the bulk of the tornado passed through the area that we just drove through. And this was just kind of the fringe that's gotten pulled in damage-wise. Now, of course, the sign in front of Hills is gone over here. Of course, more sheet metal draped over a power line here. Pull into the parking lot here for just a second. Just incredible video. I don't know that I want to go anywhere near Fan Road right now. I've been told that it's really bad back in there, but we'll let the rescuers do their job. And these roads that were cleared, we'll just kind of stick to those. Now we're hanging a right on Park Road now. I don't know what this is over here. There's a large amount of roofing and sheet metal that has been dropped in the post office parking lot. Not sure what that is. It's not from the post office or any buildings I see. It could have been carried a long distance. I'm not really sure. Lots of trees and power lines down off to the right side of the road here. This is coming around the curve from Park Road, headed up towards City Hall. A lot of this has already been cut and cleared away. Look at that. Just dropped it perfectly balanced on the power line there. We're about to cross another area that has been that scored a direct hit from the tornado. We're going to drive up this road here. I forget the name of it at the moment. This is going to be 7th Avenue. Again, we're just kind of on the fringe here, and then when you get up right to about here is where you can tell the damage is just completely different level. Look at that. Of course, it looks like we've got a command center set up here for different media outlets. If you look over here, you've got a tree on that house there. It looks like the building actually survived, but the roof damage is pretty severe from that tree. Just have people out here going through, sorting through the wreckage. Yeah, this is where the heart of the tornado passed through. You can see trees snapped off. And then, of course, more severe damage to buildings. And then out here, I mean, it's just barren wasteland. I mean, it's unbelievable having grown up out here and knowing that what these streets and houses look like, and you're just so used to it. And I mean, if you were to drop me here right now, you know, off with a blindfold, I would have no idea where I was. I couldn't tell you what street. I couldn't tell you what area. I couldn't tell you anything. Look at this over here. Look at this valley just filled with debris. I know there's got a little bit of a glare with the sun, but just unbelievable. Unbelievable. 3340 is doing a live on the spot thing. There's Span.
Oh, what?
There's James Span, suspenders and all. I'd be interested to get his input on this, but I know that they're very busy and got a lot going on. But what we're gonna do here is we should be able to get all the way up here to the intersection that runs here in front of First Assembly, where First Assembly used to be. We'll get a little bit of that on video too. Then you get back here, you have heavily damaged structures, but you don't have complete demolition like you had, you know, probably about 100, 200 yards back on the road here. That's the First Assembly gym, heavily damaged, and then their sanctuary here, that's their kids' chapel right there. And then the building on the other side, the main sanctuary for those guys, has been pretty much completely destroyed. I know it was on fire at one point, from what I understand. You'll get an idea from the video here, I just hope. There we go. And look down this hillside. I mean, this is the view that really says it all. I mean, you can see everything down through here. There's no tree. I mean, there's nothing still standing over about 10, 15 feet high, tree-wise. It's been all just completely taken care of here in front.